As folks across the country call for injustices against the black community to stop, Cleveland clergy says how we can make that happen. News 5's Amanda Van Allen has that story.
They're marching nationwide like they have so many times before. Here in Cleveland, thousands of protesters took to the streets Saturday afternoon. A smaller group of folks smashed up local businesses and vandalized nearby properties.
I will go to my grave believing that nonviolence is the way to address evil and injustices. But we cannot impose that on others who have not made that commitment.
Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. marched alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was the pastor at Olivet Institutional Baptist Church in Cleveland for decades. He says he is outraged by George Floyd's death.
Dr. King often said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Reverend Dr. Moss says it's going to take a systematic change in order to heal, move forward, and empower African Americans.
When we make the commitment to invest in our urban and rural areas of our nation, to public education, health, and human services.
And CARY DABNEY, the director to African American Catholics for the Diocese of Cleveland, says what happened in Minneapolis is opening old wounds here in Cleveland.
Tamir Rice comes to mind, the shooting of Timothy Russell and Melissa Williams. All of these things also kind of resurrect among us in the community as events that were never really settled.
Dabney says it's going to take action, not just words, in order to see change. And he says Catholic churches in Cleveland are prepared to do just that.
Whether it be legislatively, locally in our community by doing works of mercy, and having intentional encounters and conversations.
Reverend Dr. Moss says if Dr. King was still here today, he would likely be teaching access to equality for all.
What he was doing and teaching in his last hour is his message to us in this hour.
Amanda Van Allen, News 5.